Okay, Sagittarius. Tarot Joy here. I'm going to do a reading for you for the week of January the 9th to, say, the 20th. And see what's in store for you. See what the universe has in store coming your way. I did the rolling off the dice already, and it came up compatibility with an Aquarius. I haven't done any readings over Christmas, just my own. And so I was taking a physical and mental break. So I'm ready to get back on track. New year, same me, but new attitude, new vision, hopefully, new energy. Okay, let's see. Sagittarius. It is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive from the highest energy of all. Okay. And I have the yes-no coin. So think about a question that requires a yes-no answer. And let me see what it comes out to be. Let me get the camera here. So, question with a yes-no answer. And the answer is no. I don't know if you can see that. Let me see. The answer is no. Okay. All right. So, Sagittarius. Okay. Called in the spirit guides and angels and ancestors. Anybody for the higher power to positive energy coming your way. Let me see what's in store for you for till the 20th. Stone that I meditate on gives off little pieces of sand when it gets over the table. So we have the Nine of Wands reversed. We have Judgment. We have Five of Wands. Upright. The second position is always in the upright. And at the bottom, followed by the Five of Wands, we have the Six of Wands. That's basically your foundation right here. Past influence was 4 points. I should have got myself a glass of water, but I can't figure out how to pause this camera with this camera. Anyway. Ace of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles. Ace of Cups. And the final outcome, drum roll, Queen of Swords reversed. Your overall energy is the Knight of Wands, right? Fun. Okay, I apologize, but I gotta go get a glass of water. I tried to be like a bunny. So yeah, so your overall energy is the Knight of Wands, and that is basically a Sagittarius energy moving forward. On the bottom of that is the King of Cups. Something that you really like, you're going to go after. And the Emperor underneath. Keep going in the wrong direction. I go to the camera, to the computer instead of the camera. This is your energy. So the Knight of Wands, moving forward. King of Cups, for something that you really, really love. Could be somebody as well. And the Emperor, this is reverse. So it could be somebody giving you a bit of a hurdle. And the Emperor could be, say if you're after trying to buy something or move forward and you need some help from, say if it was a job and you're trying to climb the ladder, the boss is, you got to get over the hurdle that she's putting in front of you. If it's like money, that could be the bank manager or the loan, person that's going to approve your mortgage or something like that, car loan, whatever. So, but you are moving forward, and it's something that you wanted for a while. But like I said, there's somebody, once again, somebody that's holding you back. Okay. So the first card in the spread is the Nine of Wands reversed, and this is no longer feeling like the wounded warrior or having to guard yourself or whatever. You're either going to go with the flow, or that obstacle has been taken out of your way, right? So. Sorry, not thirsty. Crossing you is Judgment. So this is a wake-up call. Judging situation clearer. And again, this could have been where the Emperor is reversed. This could be the hurdle. You found a way to get over the hurdle. There was an obstacle there, and I think you found it, because even here you got a bit of struggles. This is where I asked the universe for something for you to think about too. This is your struggles. Something was probably meant to slow you down for some reason or whatever, because this is from the universe, and this is struggles. Right here underneath it, you got the Five of Wands and the Six of Wands. Six of Wands is a triumph. You're getting a pat on the back for a job well done. So maybe somebody tested you, maybe the universe tested you, but it was probably for a reason. Say if you're going after a car and you were trying to get a car loan or whatever, by the time you got approved, the car that you wanted got sold to somebody else, or they changed their mind or whatever, and then another car came available and it turned out to be a better deal, or lower mileage or something like that. Could have been at the job, you're in line for a promotion and somebody else got it, but they wanted more money, and so they, the company obliged and get them more money, and then all of a sudden, like they're no longer there, and you climb in the spot, and now you're the one that's you got the job, and now you got more money because of this other person that got in your way, and it's a triumph, So anyway, something like that. That's what's coming to me. In the past, you were 4 of Coins. You were definitely holding on to something, whether it be finances or a person, a job, possession, even thoughts. Maybe a way of thinking that you had. January's a new year, so you change your perspective a little bit, and okay, this is another year, and now I got to try to advance, or change something, lose something. I don't see anything in that factor yet, anyway. Again, too, in the forthcoming, this is the Seven of Wands. It's like the Nine of Wands. You're not feeling to guard yourself. You're not feeling a need, right? So things to be. There's a new start here. This is hopes and fears, and this could be about a love of, an attraction to a person, or to something that you would really like to start. Right here is the Ace of Pentacles. Maybe you didn't think the finances was not going to come in. Again, too, like I said here with the Emperor reversed. This is where you find yourself. You don't know maybe if you don't have enough to get this started. Other people think that you're definitely juggling a lot of stuff, trying to make a decision. You know, there's a bit of rocky waters behind you. And, we'll get some clarification on all of these cards in a minute too as well. But like I said, this is the hope/fears position. So if it's a good card, it's your hope. If it's a bad card, it's your fears. And, you know, it all depends on the situation. You could have the hopes and fears of the same thing. You know, if you're trying to get a mortgage at a house and you're like, oh, I would so love to get that. And then in another sense, you'd be like, oh, am I going to be able to do this? You know, because this is down here. This is where you're, you know, the ace is reversed, right? So this could be a play of both things. If it is even a relationship, sometimes, you know, like you want and you don't want, you know what I mean? You're afraid of both things. The final outcome is the Queen of Swords reversed. Now she's when the court cards are reversed, they're could be in a, you know, like a bad frame of mind. The swords are thoughts and truths and stuff, so it could be somebody that's either holding their tongue, not saying everything. This could be you, could be somebody else around you. But you could be not totally speaking up, telling the whole story. Could be an operation that got postponed. All right, let's see if I can get some clarification on what this is about. So the Nine of Wands reversed. Okay, this is the Star. You're being guided. This is like again, something that you're totally wanting. See if the Magician comes up with the manifesting. This is the Seven of Wands, again, right here. You don't have your guard up. Like, you know, you're not feeling the need. Ten of Swords. So something has come to a completion, and when the swords fall out, like Ten of Swords, when it's upright, is a very painful, you know, is still coming to an end, but it's something that you went through that was painful, or, you know, now they're falling out, and you're leaving that in the past. Maybe this is why you put your guard down, because whatever it was causing that is no longer in the picture. Whether it be a situation, a person, some thoughts that you had, you know, that you had to achieve or something, and it's just, it's not a factor anymore. So Judgment. Again, you could have seen the situation in a totally different perspective. Sometimes we look at our neighbors and say, like, you know, oh man, they got everything going on, you know, they got all the toys, they're, you know, living life, and then you find out that, you know, the car gets repossessed because they've overextended their budget, and you know, you're living frugal, they're living high on the hog, but you know, what you got, you're going to keep, and what they have, they're losing because they didn't stay within their means. So Judgment. 10 of Wands. So this is like here again too. This is a 10. This is completion. This is heavy burdens. This was a heavy burdens, and a judgment too as well. You've been judging yourself. 5 of Wands right here, being put down. And the Sun. Now the Sun is reversed, but it doesn't really matter, because the Sun even reversed is still like a totally awesome card. And, you know, it's got it's not as powerful as it upright, but it's still You know, a very beautiful card, beautiful day, beautiful event, whatever it's coming to be. Ace of Cups is right here. And again, remember I told you it could be hope/fears. Could be going after something that you really like, but it's giving you anxiety or conflict or whatever. Could be emotional because cups are emotions. And an Ace of Swords is another another ace for this is beginnings. So this is aces are beginnings and swords are ideas, thoughts. You're speaking your mind. Even look at the bottom of the card there. See, like this is anxiety. So it's whatever it is you're going after. You really want it, but it's giving you a bit of fear, a bit of anxiety. When you get it, you want to be able to keep it. You know, you want to be able to afford it, whether it be a, you know, pet came to mind too as well. Like, you know, whether you're getting a pet, that's a lot of responsibility. Okay, these both turned over. Ace of Pentacles is, or sorry, Queen of Pentacles. She's I'm in the wrong camera again. Ace of Pentacles. She's very financially stable, doing fine. And the Chariot is reversed. Again, too, like this is new beginnings and a bit of conflict. I think you're totally fine to do whatever it is you're doing financially, but it's the Chariot's not moving forward. So you're either sitting on the fence, you're because of your own actions, or because of somebody else has given you a hurdle to get over it. That could be, like I said, the bank, the boss, the person that's selling the whatever you're after. Like I said, a home, car, person, a romance, or whatever, you know what I mean? Partner. So the Six of Wands is a victory card, and this is your foundation. And this is 3 cards. I'm going to take them. King of Wands, 2 of Swords, and the 9 of Cups. Yeah. Okay, so this is taking action. This is being very confident in yourself, right? And, you know, he's got the King of Wands. He's a fire sign. He's like the Leo, right? Here's the lion. He's got the strength of the lion, the courage right here. Then you get into the, should I? Right here. This is, I think this is juggling with emotions again too as well. So you got the 2 of Swords there. Should I do this? Shouldn't I do this? Can I afford it? Whatever. And here it is. Your wish fulfillment is reversed because I think anxiety, fear, or somebody else's action is causing you to not be able to move forward. Okay, so you're holding on tightly to something here. The 7 of Pentacles. This is planting the seed and watching it grow. This could be money in the bank. This could be literally like a child. You know, you're watching your child grow. Could be literally like gardens or vegetables or whatever. But because it's the 4 of Wands or 4 of Coins underneath, it might have to do with finances too as well. There's a Magician. See, not being able to manifest. That's what I said. I was seeing if the Magician would come out. So not having the right tools to manifest. See, again, this is like a conflict. So basically, you have watching your money grow. You're financially doing fine. This is being independent. You've done it on your own, and right here, you're not manifesting it. And I'm going to say it's the fear that's holding you back. The what if, the what ifs. And again, like I said, it could be Could be somebody else holding back your ability, whether it be the, your boss not giving you the form to say that, you're a full-time employee, and he's, sometimes the bank wants that, All right, there's too many cards trying to come out. So this is for the Seven of Wands. Judgment again, too. Seven of Swords. And Eight of Swords. Yeah, you're definitely doing this to yourself. And even if somebody else is giving you a hurdle, you need to take action and not let it slow you down. Like, if there's a hurdle there, if you can't go over it, go around it, or like, ask somebody else to help you, to get through it. Because putting down your guard, Judgment reversed, right? Either misjudging the situation, not seeing the picture clearly, not getting a wake-up call. Something is being taken away from you. And so is your self-confidence. Because now you're starting to beat yourself up. I'm not good enough. I can't do this. And, somebody refused me. The Eight of Swords is when you look in the mirror and you're not happy with yourself. See, this is what she's doing. But this is self-sabotage. And you're letting it, something being taken away from you. Because these hurdles are, swords here are reversed or falling out. So the Ace of Pentacles, let me see. Why is that reversed? Okay, so toxic energy and addiction. Two of Pentacles, you're doing too much juggling and not making a decision. And you're tired. You just want to take a break. It's just like, I've been fighting at this for a while and I'm not getting ahead. But you are getting ahead. But you're, there is obstacles in front of you, for sure. Okay. So this Two of Coins. Not enough give and take. This is what other people think. Other people think you might not have the extra cash to do this. You're doing a bit of reminiscing from the past. Maybe you're trying to create something that's from your childhood, whether it be a house. You want a house like your parents had. You want a car, like that you had years ago or whatever. Or a relationship, somebody back in your life. And see, there's potential here. Seeing your ships come in. This is what other people are thinking. Again, too, like you're holding yourself back, but even other people are thinking that, you have potential. You have obstacles to get over, but you can't. Okay, Ace of Cups. Justice. Reversed. Knight of Wands. This is the same card as your energy at the bottom of the other pack. Now this is either workplace or getting it to work. So justice didn't turn out in your favor at the moment, but you need to move forward. This is your hopes/fears. And then to make this work. Okay, so Queen of Swords. Queen of Cups, upright. Eight of Wands. You're not walking away. Energy at the bottom of the deck was Three of Cups that tried to flip over before. That's getting together with friends. Remember here I said that maybe you're not speaking the truth or speaking up. It is something that you love. You have passion for whatever it is that you're trying to manifest. But right now, there's no action, there's no communication, like I said right here. But you haven't walked away from the idea. It's still on the table, and I think you just have to find a way to get over the hurdles. Hurdles. But my father's used to say all the time, if at first you don't succeed, try it again. Waiting. The Death, I think, is reversed. And because that's how it seemed to come out. It might even go like this. Let me see. I'll just go with that. Thank you. Okay. And there's the Queen of Swords again, reversed. See? The Hangman is just time. This is suggestions from the universe. Don't give up on it. It might not be the right time. Because remember I said before, you like something that's giving you hurdles on purpose. It's either not the right one, not the right time. I think you're going to find out that it was a good reason why everything was giving you hurdles, postponing and making it a little harder. If you're buying a house, you might end up getting a job in a different city, and this house would have been, keeping you held here when you needed a house in a different town or city or something like that. That's when it's like this, something has come to an end. When it's like this, it's like resistance to change. And again, I think it's something that's not come to an end yet. You have to wait. And again, Knight of Cups is reversed. The Knight is not moving. It is something that you're after and you have passion for it, but it's not right yet. Can you give me a card of why? Some kind of indication of why this is not the right timing? Is this to do with work, a relationship, an opportunity? Just take the one card if you would be so kind. This is a new deck. So I want to introduce it to the rest slowly. Okay, so they give me two. Oh, no, they give me more than that. Like I said, this is a new deck. So the cards are a little thicker, and the Fool. And they all come out sideways. So the Fool is taking action with your eyes closed. And when it's reversed, you're taking a leap of faith with your eyes open, and you're doing a bit more research. Okay, so this is maybe you need more research. Page of Pentacles. This is somebody coming in with a message about to do with money. This is the 3 and 4 of Swords. So this is, remember right here too, the 4 of Swords. You need to have a little rest. I think your clarity, like you've been hurt by the rejection and the hurdles that you've had to face. You need to take a mental break, a physical break, and wait. Maybe you're not mentally prepared right now. There might be something physically that's coming up. I don't see that the moon hasn't come up there for something that you haven't foreseen. I think it's clarity. you either are not total, because when you put out to the universe what you want to try to manifest, if you're not clear and saying, I think I would like to have this. I'm not sure if I can afford to do this. I would like to have this, but I'm not sure. So until you're actually sure of what it is that you want, and maybe the universe is giving you hurdles because this is not where you're meant to be. You know, you might have a different path to go down. But I think time is going to be your answer. It does show everywhere that is this something is opposing you, and I think it's for a very good reason. And what that is, time will show show what it is. It recently happened to me. Something that I was trying for, I think, 3 years, and every time I would have to go to the office or this organization, and I'd have to stand in line for 2 hours. And every time I'd go there, they give me another list of stuff that I didn't complete properly, or they took one of my forms and lost it, which was one of the very important ones. So to get that replaced was a really big challenge. And they just said that, you know, they didn't lose it. It wasn't something that they'd done. But, and it just kept playing out like that. Well, 4 years later, I won't get into details, but I found out why the universe was slowing me down, and it turned out to be my advantage. Now, hopefully you don't have to wait 4 years to find out yours. But I did know at the time. I said, the universe is giving me hurdles, and I said, I'm not quite sure yet of why, but it did come to be why the reason was. So anyway, Sagittarius, and I'm being a Sagittarius as well, and this is actually resonating to me as well, because I'm after something that I haven't hurdles to get over. So I'll patiently wait like you and see what it is. Okay, until next time, take care and wish you the best. If you like the video, please give me a like. Okay, thank you. Bye.